Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce, and today's date is Wednesday, October the 5th, 2022. We are here for another fun day of market activity. We're down at the moment in the pre-market. We've been down all night, all morning. Is this really a surprise? No, because we have backed off after two, 800 point days, up days, 1,500 point gain. You got to give some back. The question now is, do we just give back a little bit of this gain, or do we start giving it all back over the next week? Because more more news comes out that could be negative. U.S. trade deficit falls 4.3% to 67 billion in August. Headline just came out. The EU is going to impose new sanctions on Russia after annexation in Ukraine regions. We got private sector job growth is steady in September. That news is not good for the Fed. The Fed is looking for higher joblessness, lower job growth, fewer job openings. They're looking for a slowdown. They're against the economy, which is kind of weird how they're playing this game. We're down 282 on the Dow right now. That's the count. This is towards the lower end of the pre-market range, though. We've been down here now for several hours. 36-point drop on the S&P, 114 on NASDAQ. These indexes are off almost a full percentage point. They were down 0.8 of a point. Now they're down almost 1%. So they are falling further going into the last hour before we start trading. Oil is even, up 1 penny or two, down 1 penny or two, hanging around the even mark at 86.50 something. OPEC ministers are meeting in Vienna today. Poor bastards. They have to come up with some kind of a plan. They want higher prices for their merchandise, their oil, and so they're threatening to do a major cut in production. The talk was 1 million barrels a day. Now it's 2 million barrels a day. They're trying to hype it up. They're trying to stir the pot and get the futures market to go. And what most of the world doesn't understand, but inside the oil world, they know this, okay? Even the futures pits, they know this. But for the average individual out there around the world, not fully aware of the fact that they're supposed to be producing whatever millions of barrels a day right now for their quotas that they already got. They're not doing that. They're 3 million barrels a day short already. They're not producing enough. It's not like they're cutting back. It's not like they're holding back. No. They're trying to produce every barrel they can get their hands on, especially these third world fiefdoms where you've got these military dictators who do these, coups and all this stuff. These guys are trying to produce every barrel they can. The problem that they have, and the problem they're faced with, is they're not investing in their infrastructure to maximize their production. They could produce more oil, even these third world bananas, but they're not, because they're so desperate for cash to pay off all the bribes and IOUs helping me for this, getting me this coup so I could be in charge with all the cronies. You're one of my cronies, I'll pay you. All the judges, all the jailers, all the secret police, all the military, all the folks they need to keep in power. They need all that cash. They can't afford to hold back cash to these people and invest in the infrastructure to produce more. Because of course, every barrel you produce after bribes are paid off is wasted money, because that just goes to the people. And you don't want your people to be richer and be more affluent, because those folks start getting ideas like, maybe I'd like to be one of those guys in the top 1%. And if they won't let me in, nicely, maybe I'll shoot my way in. I have money to buy bullets along with a whole bunch of pals of mine, then we'll do a coup of our own. We can't have that. So we got to keep these people poor and hungry and desperate. But those of us at the top live life wonderfully. And our kids go to the best schools in Europe and everywhere else. We have the finest foods, the finest villas in France on the Mediterranean Sea. We have a flat in London that we love to go to. We have a place in Paris we go to. We have some nice places in Dubai. We live wonderfully. And That's the way God intended it, by the way, just because, we're doing it. So obviously God intended it. And we're not going to change this game. And in any event, back to OPEC. You think I'm a fan? Back to OPEC. These morons think that they can talk the price up. The reality that they're not admitting to is the fact that China doesn't need the oil that they're producing right now in the abundance that they are talking about. And so there isn't a demand for the product that they think there is. There's a slowdown, an economic slowdown happening globally right now. And the world is getting wiser, albeit really slowly. I mean, we are dumber than dumb ourselves. We are so ridiculously stupid that we keep using this stuff and we're lazy as get up to change our ways. It's ridiculous. The number of heavy vehicles on the roads in cities for personal use is a disgrace, and we're just as guilty as the dictators in Africa and everywhere else. We're just as bad as they are. We use this stuff because it's cheap. We complain about it at $6 a gallon, and we still buy it, and we still tolerate 15 to 18 miles a gallon in 110-degree heat with the air conditioning blasting full blast, because we're lazy and we just don't give a crap. And that's the reality. Look yourself in the mirror and say, are you driving a vehicle that's getting 40 to 50 miles a gallon or better? No, you're not. Most of us don't do that. We just don't do it. And we vote out politicians that don't keep gas at $2 a gallon. That's the way we are. And we are vindictive people, and we are lazy, and we don't give a crap. And so the game continues. Mr. Putin is raking in all kinds of money to buy a lot of bullets and missiles, and we can cheer how the Ukrainian army is winning the war, but he's got millions of victims, plebes that he can throw into this, and he will. It is going to be an ugly, ugly game going forward, and we don't want to pay the price to win. We don't want to pay the price to win, and there is the status quo. And it's been this way since the Second World War. We won the war in World War II, and we think we're entitled to keep winning now. And we just are useless at that area. And there's no politician who can, and there's no person who wants to become a politician that will grab us by the collar and wake us the hell up with a couple of Will Smith dope slaps, because that's the wrong way to treat people. It's politically incorrect to wake us up from our dream reality. We have to be allowed to dream. Okay, option writers, good news. You're going to make money today. What can I say? The world continues, and all you have to do is figure out how the world works and then stake your claim in the world and grab everything you can, because we're in a capitalist society. And we're allowed to make a lot of money. And the beauty of it is you can make more than you spend. And that is the secret to success in our Western world. You have more than you need. You can be a generous person if you choose to be. And you're a nice guy. You're considered a nice person if you're a giver. But you got to get it first. And one way to get it is to be an option writer in this market. Congratulations, those of you who've been rolling over your options the last few days. You're going to be rewarded here if this market wants to give up some ground, and I think it will. You're going to see those options that you just rolled up into depreciate rather quickly, and you're going to go, I'm making money again. And you should, because you're paying attention to this market. You're paying attention to global affairs. What's going on there, what's making this market do what it does. I read this morning that mortgage rates are at the highest level in 20-something years, and that mortgage applications are at the lowest point in activity in 25 years. That would be 1997, 25 years ago. Wow. 1997, that was like yesterday, wasn't it? Unbelievable. Bill Clinton was in office in 1997, and we were coming out of probably a pretty rough patch in the economy at that time. Unbelievable and crazy. No housing area is being spared from a downturn. Not one area. High-end homes where the folks pay cash, they're getting crushed. People are renting, are listing, and have listings going for month after month after month. No offers. No serious offers, no traffic, no phone calls. The medium market is quickly becoming oversaturated with sellers. We got a lot of folks out there, and this is going to get worse. We have a lot of folks every week. Every week, I will tell you, and every month for sure, millions of people are getting notifications in the mail that your mortgage is coming up for renewal. Your 4-year term is up. Your 3-year term is up. Your locked-in rate mortgage has to be renegotiated because it's time to renegotiate it. And these folks, millions of them, every month are finding out, oh my God, my mortgage payment is going up $1,000 a month, $800 a month, $700 a month, $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month, because the interest rate they were paying versus the interest rate they're going to pay on the mortgage they've been carrying is just going sky high. And this is causing a whole bunch of houses to be put up for sale right now. Put them up for sale. I got to get out of this mortgage. My mortgage is up in 6 months. I got to get out of this thing. I cannot carry this $600,000 mortgage on a house I thought was going to go up $100,000 a year for the next 5 years. It's not going up $100,000 a year at all. It's actually going down $100,000 this year because there was this boom called the pandemic boom that made me look like a genius when I bought my house 4 years ago. Now I'm looking like an idiot because I didn't sell it. I carried it, and I refinanced the house 2 years ago to buy a nice car or put an addition on the house or paid off some other debts. And now I'm carrying all this stuff. These folks don't write options. Just so you know, these folks are not option writers. If they were option writers, they wouldn't have these problems. Because you guys are option writers and you're going, so what? Mortgage is $500 a month more? I don't give a crap. I took a line of credit on my house 6 months ago when I learned how to write options watching Bruce. And I'm hauling in $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month more in income. I don't care I don't care about my mortgage payment. I'm knocking it up. As a matter of fact, I will be mortgage free in the next 5 years. I don't carry mortgages, but that's you. The rest of the world is what we're talking about here, and it's a mess. Heard this morning about Elon Musk. The story goes now that he's going to close the deal for $44 billion and buy Twitter. Twitter is worth about 20, 25 billion, maybe. It doesn't make money. It can make money. It will theoretically eventually be able to make money. There's certain parts of the business that are very good, but certain parts of the business that are very cost intensive to build up. But this business is still a business being grown, still being developed. It's kind of like what Tesla was doing at the beginning. They designed their vehicle, then they tested the prototypes, made prototypes, then they started making the vehicles. But until they get to scale, Tesla never made money. Then they got to scale at Fremont, and then they went to Shanghai and quickly got that going into scale. Now they're trying Berlin and they're trying Austin, Texas. And overall, they're now making money because they're producing over 1.5 million cars a year. But when they were only producing 20, 30,000 cars a year, they weren't making money. Twitter is still in that early stage. It's been around a while, we know, but they're not yet at that high-end level. They have to find ways to monetize their business. Now, can Elon Musk do it? Perhaps he can. But he's paying a huge premium to get this thing. But it is giving him a mouthpiece, and we'll see how he plays it. In any event, the rumor is, and stories abound, that back in April when he first was making a move on this thing, that he was going to borrow 15, 20 billion from banks, and the other 15, 20 billion he had partners, secret deals, like private deals, and he had money on his own. And he was going to buy the deal. And he could borrow the money he needed from banks at about 5% at that time. Now, with interest rates having risen since April to now, and they're still going higher, those same banks are basically now talking about the money cost to Musk will be more like 9.5% to 10%. Junk bond financings for like cruise lines, if Carnival came to the bond market right now, they'd be paying 15 to 20% for money. AMC, no, but if they did sell a bond, they'd be paying 20 to 25% interest. And I can tell you that the buyer of that bond would buy insurance on that, as much of that bond as humanly possible. They'd even give up 5% of the interest to be covered on it. But it's not happening. So Elon Musk, maybe he can get money at 9.5%, 10%, maybe. You might have to pay 11 or 12% to actually get enough dough to close this deal. This is the speculation. Now, some folks are saying, oh, yeah, he'll borrow money at 8, 9, 10%, but he's only going to have to borrow 10 billion of the 44 he needs. The other 34 billion, he's already lined up, and this is just chump change. And in the next 2 years, he'll rearrange his finances. Stock will be released to him through Tesla, through options and everything else, and he'll be able to knock off the debt. That 10 billion, he'll pay that off in 2 years to zero. He won't have any interest charges. And then, he owns the whole thing. And if he can turn the company into a performer over the next 2 or 3 years, then maybe that thing is worth 30 billion, 35 billion. Maybe then he'll try to sell it by relaunching it as a new public company again. He'll do other acquisitions and then take a new media company public all over again. Who the hell knows? What really is being talked about, though, apart from the interest factor, is how much of his time and attention is going to be taken away from Tesla to be put over here on Twitter. That is the multi-billion-dollar question. $245.17 is the last trade on Tesla on the pre-market. We're down $4.28 today. This is the big question: is how much of this attention is going to be diverted away from Tesla, and will it cost Tesla, a lot of money? Look, the company has a market cap right now of $759 billion. Tesla, $759 billion market cap. Could this suffer another 10 or 20% market cap depreciation? That would make the stock, $50 less. It would be down to 185, 195, just on a 20% pullback. It's already come down from the 300, which used to be 900 because it just split 3 for 1. So there's a lot of that going on. I would not be surprised if Tesla gives up 20, $30 over the next week or two. I really wouldn't be mega shocked. But then again, maybe 225 to 250 is the new normal for a little while all this settles in. Twitter is going to be a dominant story for a little while this is closed up. So watch for volatility on the Tesla stock. Option writers unite. Those of you who've written 250s, 260s, 240s, hang in there. The stock is coming your way. But don't get too overly aggressive about it now. Let time make its move for you and crush the value of those calls you've written so that you lock in some nice profits. GameStop 27.13 down 47 cents. Pre-market volume is 14,300. We are talking no one cares is what we're talking about here. No one's trading a stock. 14,000 pre-market trading on GameStop. That is post-split. This is 3,500 shares pre-split. All right. We used to see 5 million shares pre-trade when we used to do 100 million shares a day. This is completely dried out. And this is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on whose side you're on. Some folks will say, actually, it's better that GameStop be quiet right now because all the bad news in the world, anything these guys say, most of the world will go, we don't believe you. You guys are desperate. You're desperate for the publicity. So lay low and say nothing and just stay under the radar and don't worry about it. Others are saying, if you would only talk and tell us what your hopes, dreams, and aspirations are, there'd be a lot more liquidity in the stock. There would be the haters and the lovers, the deniers and the cheerleaders, but at least you'd have a vibrant game going on. But the others are saying, yeah, but there's probably going to be more sellers than buyers if you talk too much right now. So maybe you should keep quiet. I don't know. I just know they're quiet. Right now, they are keeping quiet. As you know, they don't talk very much. And so we're just sitting here going, what are they doing? I don't know. Where's it going to go? I don't know. Why is it trading so quiet? I don't know. There's a lot of, I don't know, going on in GameStop. Welcome to the party, pal. That's what's going on here. What else is going on here? Ravensdown thinks that it's not like nobody cares. It's that no one is selling. See, that's the thing. No one's buying it either. If you only have 3,500 pre-split volume or 14,000 volume, that means you don't have a rush of buyers coming in either. If you're down 47 cents this morning on 14,000 shares, you ain't got no buyers. You actually do have sellers, but you probably have a lot of sellers who are PO'd right now who can't get out because they wanted out at $28 a share, 27.50, and they didn't get it. And now it's 27.13. What's the size of the bid at 27.13, 12, or 10? I don't think it's all that great right now. It's a two-way street, obviously. Flint Creek Soap Company, did you see the things dummy Elon said about Russia and Ukraine? I heard some rumor on it, but I have no time to pay attention to it. I couldn't care less. It is irrelevant to the big picture. More tweets are coming out from people that just really shouldn't be tweeting. But again, it's not their fault. It's the media that picks it up. And those of us who read the media, we're left to be affected by it. And if you allow that to happen to you, well, then it's your issue. Look, guys like Elon and Mr. Trump and many others are posting anywhere they can, any way they can, all the time. And there's a lot of postings out there by a lot of people in general that are clickbait type stuff. And the intention is to stay relevant. And the Kardashians are trying to stay relevant all the time, doing what they do. Pop stars try to stay relevant doing what they do. Politicians try to stay relevant doing what they do, and all their oppositions and all influencers. And there it is. It's the chase for eyeballs is what it's all about. And when I was 20 years of age, 22, 25, back in 1970 and 80, between 70 and 80, there were 3 television networks that you could watch. USA networks, NBC, ABC, and CBS. That was it. And in Canada, we had CBC and CTV, 2 national carriers. That was 5 channels that we had that went coast to coast in both countries. We knew about the BBC, but that was so boring. It was like watching paint dry, watching that channel. And we didn't have it. We occasionally caught a show from the BBC. But our entire news came to us from newspapers, which were trusted back in the day, because if it's in print, it's real. The television, which is a sensational video thing that was still trying to find itself in the 60s, and it did. And radio. Radio was trusted as well, because the radio is what we listened to. This is before my time. During the Second World War, if you wanted to find out what was happening in London with the bombing and then happening in Germany with the Battle of the Bulge and the whole thing, radio reports were what you listened to, because there was no television in 1945 for the masses. Radio for the masses, yes. Newspaper for the masses, yes. Television for the masses starting in the 50s and 60s after JFK, after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. That changed television forever. But 3 networks. And we had 3 television anchors in prime time giving you the news, one of which was Walter Cronkite on CBS. The funny thing is, I talk about reliable newscasts and reliable news presenters, and I mentioned Walter Cronkite. And someone who's 25, 30 years of age kind of goes, I've heard that name. I've heard it, but I don't know who that guy is. But then David Brinkley and all the other guys, no one knows who they are. And he's worth the most known people in America other than the President of the United States. They were known more than the top performers. I guess the Beatles would have been known the most by the youngsters. People under 25 would have known the Beatles, obviously, in the 60s. But Walter Cronkite was known by everybody, mom, dad, uncle, aunts, grandmas, grandpas, and children, because he was on every night. And if Walter Cronkite said it, you believed it, because Walter didn't have an agenda. He was a newsman from the Second World War generation and had proven his worth back then. And so in his later years, in the 60s and 70s, street cred was as high as it could get. Today, it's a crap show. I mean, television news today, network news, it's a money-making business. It's not a news service anymore. In the days of the 3 networks, they lost money. in the news departments. The news departments cost the networks money. They didn't make money on it. They were thrilled if they could get a quarter of the money back from advertising on their half-hour nightly newscasts. I mean, you only had 7 minutes of commercials. How are you going to pay for all these worldwide correspondents in 7 minutes of commercials? You can't. You made the money off the Mary Tyler Moore show. You made it off the Lucy show. You made it off of Leave It to Beaver. You made it off of Gunsmoke. You made it off the Ed Sullivan show. The rest of the programs made the networks all the money. Johnny Carson, Tonight Show, and so on. And those profits had to go towards, some of it had to go towards the news. But the reason they did that was because they didn't want to lose their broadcast license to the Federal Communications, the FCC. The FCC was saying, you're being granted a license to be national. You have to deliver news to Americans, and it better be accurate because we're watching. And that's when the networks feared losing their license. And they looked at their news division as an investment to the American people to be upfront about it. And there were a ton of reporters everywhere of covering everything. And today it's non-existent. I mean, look, there's a disaster in Tampa, Florida, let's say, a hurricane. They'll send a reporter down there live, and they'll stand in the wind, and you'll see the hoodie get all winded. But if there's an incident in Oklahoma City or Peoria, they talk to a person that's there on a cell phone. And if there's video, you'll see the person holding a selfie of themselves broadcasting live. Back in the day, when Walter Cronkite was on, reporters went there live with the truck, and they used local reporters with TV trucks live instantaneously, and they were paid to do it. The networks don't have the money anymore for that. Neither does CNN, neither does Fox, they're so thinly spread with their on-air personalities. They don't have the dough to put it into the field. The people making the most money in the news department now are the on-air personalities. They're the ones who make the dough. So Fox has its stars, and so does CNN and CNBC and all these. They have their stars who make the bucks. The reporters are getting so much an hour for their work or so much for a story, and that's it. And there are no affiliate offices anymore. And there was a time where CBS television news, ABC, NBC had full-time reporters in Rome, Vienna, Zurich, Berlin, Frankfurt, London. This is US networks. They had full-time reporters in all these cities, Tokyo, Ottawa in Canada, Mexico City, everywhere, planet. And if there was an event happening in a country nearby, they'd be flown there from their nearest spot to cover it. Today, CNN doesn't have reporters all over the world anymore. They have a few here and there. Yeah, sure. They got London. Yeah, they got London. They might have a Berlin connection, but these are affiliates, and these are links. These aren't CNN full-time employees. Doesn't exist. And CBS News and ABC and NBC have backed off so badly because they got the crap kicked out of them from competition, and that they're only on half an hour at night for the CBS Evening News. How do you make money in 30 minutes on 7 minutes of commercials when you only have 1 million viewers instead of 20 million viewers? You don't make money. And so we get the watered down version of what's going on. And we're trying to follow here with our money. We're trying to follow world events that affect markets. And the most reliable news source you're going to get now is financial news. That's actually the most reliable because the SEC will come down on anyone who is exaggerating reality if it's reported to them. And look at Kardashian just this week, got nailed $1.25 million fine for hyping crypto and not letting their viewers know that they were paid to do it. Well, how much news do you see on your network news and these other cable stations where people are paid to talk about what they're talking about? They're shills for political parties, and there's no one stopping them from doing it. And we're led to believe that this is real news on any side of the argument you want. I don't care what side you're on, it doesn't matter. Financial news seems to be the most reliable, but you still have to be careful where it comes from and how it's coming to you. That's the reality as well. It's unbelievable what's going on. Jason Parrish, thank you for a donation on PayPal. I must have said something right. Appreciate it, my friend. Always, all you guys who are able to do donations to us for Jen and I on PayPal. Thank you. Yeah, financial news might be one of the areas left in the planet where you get the real goods. When you read about what the British pound is doing against the US dollar, or oil is doing, or how IBM's quarter came out, I mean, this is information that these companies don't dare exaggerate, because you're filing this through the SEC and it goes out as a press release. You don't screw with the facts. You might dress it up with a little flowery language. We had a very strong, powerful quarter. We lost $25 billion. Our sales are improving dramatically. Yeah, after the first 2 months of losses, the last month in the quarter turned around. You get into the details, they're all there, and you just have to disseminate it. Due diligence is what you hear about. Yeah, so you got to really watch what's going on, because it's our money. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. And I don't care what political party you are. I don't care if you're a son or a daughter of a dictator. I don't care if you're an opposition politician in some country somewhere. Money is money, and revenue is revenue, and profits are profits, and everyone gets it. Communists figure it out. Socialists understand it. Capitalists get it. We all get it. And it's all in the same playing field. And we're down 288 on the Dow right now. And everyone around the world knows that right now the markets are lower this morning. And there are many reasons for this. And we've covered a few of them here. But as option writers, you can make money. How about them apples? You got to love this game. It never ceases to amaze a number of my viewers who talk to me one-on-one when I have my sessions. If you want to have one, by the way, this Sunday, I have 3 sessions available. People who talk to me one-on-one cannot believe that they can write options just like hedge funds can write options, or mutual funds, or massive insurance company portfolio managers, bankers, hedge fund guys, millionaires, billionaires. We all can write options on the markets like everybody else, and there's no advantage to anyone else. If you write a one call option on Tesla at 250 and the stock goes to 240, you are out. Your contract is $10 out of the money. So is the billionaires. So are the trillion-dollar hedge funds out there, or mutual funds, or ETFs, or pension funds. They're out just as much out of the money as you are. Now, you're happy about it because you wrote. Some of these outfits are unhappy because they're long. Because remember, just because pension funds can write options doesn't mean they don't buy options too. Institutional investors go on both sides of the market. I concentrate with you guys to just write contracts. I try to make you rich slowly. I try to do it with you in increments, because I try to get you to understand that if you can generate at the beginning of your option writing escapades here, you can make $500 to $1,000 in a month in profits writing options. One here, one here, one here. There's the first step to success. I mean, you don't become $1 million option money maker in a month right off the get-go, unless you've got, millions to play with. Many of you want to become independent, or become much more, strong financially, with stronger cash flows by doing this. And snails is the name of the game right here. Alex has got it. Get rich slow, rise of the snails. This is exactly what it is. This is exactly what we do here. The idea of writing a call option and becoming a millionaire, it doesn't exist. There is nothing like that. I'm sorry. There are channels on YouTube you can go to where they will talk to you about, buying a couple of grand worth of this stock or this stock and becoming a millionaire when this stock takes off. There's all kinds of places you can go for this. There's Wall Street Bets, Reddit, all kinds of Discord sites. If you can handle the hatred, you're going to love it. But around here, it's getting rich by a snail's pace, letting contracts depreciate and make you money. And boy, I'll tell you, you folks have paid the price. So many of you folks have paid the price over the years where you thought that this one stock you bought was going to change your life, and you're going to give it time. And 10 years ago, 20 years ago, people out here were buying stock, hoping for the big one. They were all looking for the next Amazon, the next Apple, the next Microsoft. For every one Apple, there were thousands that didn't work out. Same with all the other stocks. Whereas, writing options, you could have written options on Apple right from, the first few months of its existence and made millions on writing Apple options. Millions. You'd have grown with the stock at the same time. Now you can do it with poor man covered calls. Good Lord, have you got opportunities to make money? This device right here, courtesy of Apple, in my case, this little thing right here has allowed you folks out there to become potentially a very rich individual, an individual that will have a massive change in your life because of cash flows, allowing you to pay off, desperate bills that are just choking you to death, lowering your cost of living by reducing your indebtedness and interest charges. And then from there, the money keeps coming. You keep investing it into the account to compound the growth of your account. So many of you have realized the absolute reality. I mean, it's just hitting you like a Will Smith dope slap that you can quit your job sometime this next year. In the next 12 months, you're not working for anybody anymore. You now know it. You see it in front of you, and you're going, darn right. I'm out of that job within a year. My boss has no idea. My coworkers have no idea that I am mere months away from saying, it's been a slice, kids. But you know what? The next 15, 20 years, you're going to have to live without me. Good luck to all of you out there. I hope all of you someday can retire on the meager benefits you have and on these, the furloughs we go through and the ups and downs of this economy. I have chosen another path. I'm going to control my own destiny, my own life, and I'm not going to count on a corporation filled with individuals, some of which are great, some of which are just pathetic, to make it for me. I can make it on my own. I don't need the company to get me to where I want to go. Because the reality is, I know people who've worked here for 10 years, 15 years, and they have very little to show for their efforts. Stress, health issues, no motivation. They've had all of their juices sucked out of them for imagination and innovation. They just trudge into the office and just keep working. Have you heard the latest headline? I think I mentioned it yesterday. It was something about CEOs and hiring officers of many corporations in America are now planning their next 6 months to 1 year hiring objectives, which is what they have to do. That's part of their job. And many of them are plotting that the next round of layoffs that they're going to do, guess who they're going to dump? For the workers at home. They're going to dump the ones that won't come in because they want to control the employees in person, because they want to look you in the eye and intimidate you to get back in your cubicle, shut the hell up and get to work. And don't dare ask me for a 3% raise or a 5% raise. I'll fire you like I did all these other folks. This is what's being talked about right now. I laugh to no end when I see these headlines, because the people they're talking about letting go are their most productive workers. Folks who work from home are far more productive than the folks who trudge into the damn office 5 days a week. They hate being there. They hate getting there. They hate getting back. They lose all kinds of money out of their paychecks because of the cost of getting there and back, the stress of getting dressed every day and making sure their hair's okay and all. And then the cost of eating and the in-person meetings that they hate. It's bad enough on on Zoom, but in person, drudgery. These guys think that they'll be better off if they can get rid of the remote workers and keep their in-house workers. Some of these guys, not all of them, but some of them. That's how out of touch certain companies are with certain people out there. But hey, this is life. Do you think that every corporation out there is a great corporation? Think again. You think every mortgage company that's a mortgage company is the best there is? No, there's good ones, there's mediocre, and there's lousy ones. Same in the car business, same in the high-tech business. It doesn't matter. You have to want your own control of your own life. You have to want it. And hey, there's a way to get it. There's one way to get it. Head over to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and start taking some classes and make an investment in you. Simple as that. Look, you guys out there who are doing this, I congratulate you. Those of you who are lurkers and fence sitters, or you've heard about this channel and you're kind of curious, what's this guy talking about? You all at one time in your lives, if you're adults now, had to make a decision, a series of decisions to get to where you are at this point in time. If you're incredibly successful, you made right choices, more right choices than wrong choices, or you worked really hard to get to where you are. Some of you out there have made a lot of choices in your life to try to make it work for you, and you're still trying to find the successful, formula. But somewhere in your life, you had to make a decision. What am I going to do after high school? I'm going to graduate high school, cross our fingers. And now what's my path? Am I going to go into a trade school? Am I going to go to a university, a college? Am I going to work for my mom and dad? I mean, am I going on my own? What's the deal? Then you decided that decision. And you went for secondary education and what have you. Some of you went into careers. And you had to decide, do I go for a master's? And then you had to decide, well, now I need work. I need a job. What field am I going into and how am I doing it? And once you got into the jobs, you had decisions to make within the organization that you joined as time went on. All of you have had to do that. If you're 40 years of age, you've made a lot of decisions in your life. Hopefully you found a significant other and it's worked out. You've got kids, it's working out, whatever. But a number of you out there, I know, have made a lot of correct decisions. You've done the right thing educationally, career-wise, only to find that at a certain point in time in your life, somewhere, something let you down that you were counting on to make it work for you. And it could have been your employer, it could have been a business partner, it could have been an economy. You were in a certain business and that business collapsed because of changes in the world. I don't know. Geography, high interest rates, a market crash, the 2008 financial crisis did you in, 9/11 hurt you badly, whatever it is, outside forces. What I talk about here is where you take control of your situation. One of the things you want to take control of is your finances, and you can do it on your own, for yourself, by yourself. You just need to invest in it, like you invested in yourself when you went to school, like you're helping your kids invest in their careers, in their college tuitions and cost. That's the decision you have to make. I have good news. You don't have to spend $20,000 a semester to do what we're doing here. You don't have to invest $50,000 a year. You don't need $200,000 in student loans to borrow that kind of money to become an option writer. Thank goodness for that. Oh, and there's something else. You don't have to get a license from your city or town or county or state to handle your own financial affairs. Government stays the hell out of your lives, which is a good thing. So you're on your own, and you can learn how to do this, what we're doing here, and you can take care of it from your own home or from wherever you want it. Is a part-time venture, as your full-time life venture, as part of your existing work, you may find that you love being a landlord with one or two houses, and you like writing options on the side. You like a variety of stuff. You can fit this into your life any way you want. If you want to follow me and my 13 classes so far, they're $100 each. Buy one, buy them all. It doesn't matter. It's your call. You decide. You decide. I want to watch. I'm going to watch 5 of his classes, and I'll watch one a week for the next 5 weeks. And I'm going to decide after 5 weeks whether I like what I see. I'll watch him during the day when he's yapping during the market, and I'll decide for myself if I want to continue this. A number of you will decide in a week it's not for you. A number of you will decide this is unbelievable. I'm going to take 3 classes a week. I'm not waiting. I'm not going to do 1 class a week. Are you kidding me? I can't wait to start writing contracts. This is unreal. A number of you are doing practice accounts, which I think is fantastic. A number of these platforms that you can use on these phones, they offer you like $100,000 to play with, or 200,000. Each one's different. What I recommend you do is, if you've got a $25,000 account that you want to play with, like your real money, I would play with $25,000 of pretend money and do the exact kind of trades that you would do with your own money to give yourself a realistic indication of just what this would look like. And if you want to write options on, you want to do a poor man covered call option writing strategy after taking all of my classes and trying to figure this out, or you just want to buy 100 shares of HBQ and write one contract on those, and you got to buy 100 shares of Cisco and write a contract on those, and you want to do something like that, do that in a practice account. And you can do real life trading on options and stocks at the same time. And now you can follow us with all these folks here, the members who are here telling you what they're doing, and you can kind of tag along and see how it works for you in the real world of the markets as we go up and down and flat and everything else. I don't know where else you can do this for so cheap, for so little money. You can educate yourself on how stock options work for not a lot of cash, unlike a university or a college program, even community colleges or what have you. It costs you money. Now, there are places you can go for some free info on options. Certainly, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange has a website. You can really do some digging, of course. But if you want to know what we talk about here, and I try to keep it simple in plain English, these classes might be just perfect for you. It's my way of surviving, by the way. I mean, I'm upfront about it. I made these classes for many reasons. One of the reasons I made the classes, it's how I make a living. Let's say it. I don't trade. I don't write options. I don't buy stock. I'm not in the market. That's a conflict of interest to me. So I'm happy to be in front of you on the camera and give you my opinion on what I think is going on. And that way you can decide for yourself whether you want to go one way or another way on the options or not. But with the option classes, which were done in front of a live audience, of which a lot of the students are right here, you'll notice their names as I answer their questions on the lessons. You'll find it very comfortable. If you're comfortable here, you're going to be comfortable in the lessons because they're just like this, except I have a whiteboard where I write. Many of the folks that were in the classes are here and still here. I started the classes a year ago, June. This is October, a year and several months later, about 4 months later. They're still here. They have come a long way in what they do now. There are people here who were writing one contract at a time here, one there, 2 here, 3 there. They got up to 3, 4, 5 contracts at a time. Then they got up to 7 to 10. There are people here now who write hundreds of contracts every week, hundreds of them. And they will be happy to tell you how they feel about it. Again, it's totally up to you if you want to be part of the party or not. You'll note how many people are here right now. 258 are watching this show. I don't profess to be the #1 popular YouTuber on YouTube. I am not the most popular YouTuber on YouTube, not by a long shot. In the financial area, I have a small audience, micro. This is a micro channel that is specialized in following the markets and talking about writing call options to make money. We also follow a number of companies that used to be SPACs that are now regular companies, and I keep talking about them all the time. That's what I do on this channel. I don't profess to go anywhere else. I don't talk about how you can trade currencies for a quick buck and how to trade options and T-bills or futures and bonds and all that. I don't go there. I talk about options for common stock. I talk about writing options on common stock, and I generally talk about writing options on just shares or deep in the money calls. However, just limiting myself to that area of this market has allowed me to take a group of investors, group of followers here, and get them into this option writing mode. And they'll tell you how they're doing, whether it's working or not. And that is the deal of this channel. And that's all there is to it. And if you want to have a one-on-one session with me to talk about your account, your specific situation, your life situation, your career situation, your, whatever, I'm more than happy to do that. But I'm only able to offer 3 openings a week on Sundays for private consultations. 10 in the morning Eastern, noon Eastern, and 2 in the afternoon Eastern are the 3 openings I have every Sunday. And if you're interested in one of those, send me an email and let me know that, hey, Bruce, I'd like to talk to you. I charge $400 for 1 hour, US, $400 for an hour. They usually last more than that, but I charge you $400. But we cover a lot of ground in 1 hour, a ton. And you will come out of that hour knowing that you received a lot more than $400 of advisement. And I'm happy about that because you're here. They're all here. So thank you for all of you for supporting this channel, whether you're a lurker, whether you're a subscriber lurker, whether you're a member of this channel and now commenting, or whether you're a Gold Bagel member, one of these guys, joining me for the my pre-show, the one before this one, and Wednesday night, 8 o'clock prime time for Gold Bagel members only. Tonight, 8 o'clock, every Wednesday night, I have a show, and that's as close to a one-on-one as you can get without having to cough up $400 to see me. It pays to know how this works. We got 7 minutes to go before we open, and I want to thank you all for being here. We're going to switch the chat now to members only, because members of this channel are entitled to make commentary during market hours. Please become a member today. There are 2 levels for you. You can become a member at the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. It's about $10 a month. Or you can become a member at the Gold Bagel level. That's the top end right there. That's a $25 commitment on your part per month. And you do get, for that extra $15 you're coughing up a month, you are getting approximately, I think it's 24 additional shows. You're getting 5 alerts every week. When the market's open, I do one every day. And then you're getting the Wednesday night prime time. So that's 6 a week, 24 a month, additional features for the additional $15 a month. And that also, those memberships carries this channel on YouTube. 287 people here. I'm looking at my meter. It's right up here. You guys are probably seeing a meter down there. There's 287 people here right now. The amount of money that YouTube is making on selling you advertising to watch me is peanuts. If it were 2,800 or 28,000, I'd be making money for YouTube from advertising. YouTube takes 30% of membership fees when you become a member of this channel or any channel. If you're a member, you join any channel, 30% of what you pay the creator or to YouTube goes to YouTube. The rest goes to the creator. So if you're spending $10 a month to be here, I get $7 a month for that. If you're spending 25, I think I get $17.50. And that's about, and I consider it about a 20-day month. It's 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month roughly. So I'm on about 20 days a month for $7. So it's 35 cents a day is what I'm getting off of each member for the regular membership, and $17.50 per month for the Gold Bagel membership. But enough of you do that, we get to stay on the air, and that's how we survive. So now you know how I make a living. I make a living because I help you make a living. If I didn't help you guys make money in this market, there wouldn't even be 290 people here right now. There'd be 50. There'd be nobody here. I would have no members. I would have no class sales, and I'd have 0 one-on-ones. As it is, we have one-on-ones, class sales, and memberships, because people make money on this channel because of this channel. And you have an opportunity whenever you want, whenever it's comfortable for you, to take a run at it. You can become one of these folks over here and join us, and hopefully become an immediate successful option writer. It's a very conservative strategy. These are not risky bets, anything like that. We don't put everything we have on the line for one trade that hopefully will pay off. It doesn't work that way here. We are working here at a snail's pace. What the expression we use around here is called keep the change. We sell a call option first, and we buy it back for less, and we keep the difference. And it's just that simple. You just have to learn how the subtleties of the option market works, hence the classes. Get over there, check them out whenever you want. If you pick up a class and you have problems getting the link to work, you just send me an email and say, Bruce, I bought class number 1 and I can't get the link to fire up, or I lost it. Let me know with an email. I'll send you an email with a link in there, and then you can keep that link for as long as you want. You can watch the classes many times as you want, each one of them. You can watch them 2, 3, 4 times, watch them every month or two again, just for some, reminder of, oh, that's what he said. Oh, yeah, I'm backwards. That's right. He meant that. Check it out. All right. Invest in your own future if you like. Is it an opportunity to get rich quick? No. Is it an opportunity to make steady income? Yes. Can it enhance the income you have now? Oh, yeah. Can it enhance the performance of your retirement account? Oh, yeah. Can it theoretically allow you and your wife to quit your jobs if you have more than one? Definitely. And have people quit their jobs because of my classes on this channel? Yes, they have. Many. They've completely changed their lives. And the outlook on the market has completely changed as well. People have said to me, I can't believe that this market used to scare the hell out of me. I was terrified every time I made a trade. I was so out of it. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, and I was terrified I would get hosed by these professional traders. I don't feel that way anymore, because I have taken these 13 classes, and damn it all, hanging out with this guy and the gang over here, this family of people, the support that we give each other is incredible. And I don't fear the markets anymore. No longer am I afraid. Whether the market is up or down, it makes no difference anymore. I make money anyway. By the way, speaking of the markets, we got a minute to go. We're down 345 on the Dow. We're dropping. We're off 45 on the S&P. We're down 154 on NASDAQ. Crude oil up 44 cents. And markets like today actually make our investors, our viewers, money. That's the goofy part about it. This channel here, we don't mind if the market goes down. We make money when the markets actually go down as well as when they go up. So you want to be part of that gang? Come on in here and become a member and start commenting with us. And you're more than welcome to join us. We'd love to have you. And if you just want to make a comment and say hi, you can always do it through a super chat. You can always do that, which we appreciate, although YouTube gets 30% of that. And those of you who love what it is we do and want to support this YouTuber, I am more than happy to accept PayPal donations. The link is down below. More than happy if you want to send us a PayPal donation to say, hey, Bruce, thank you very much. I will shout you out with a name. I'll give out your name, but I won't tell the amount. The amount is visible if you do a super chat, of course. Can't hide that. But if you're sending me $20,000 on PayPal, or 20 grand or 10 grand, or, sending me a NetJets membership for 5 years worth $150,000, you send me stuff like that, we'll keep that quiet between us. Okay. As along with the $10 and $20 donations, we keep all that quiet. Okay. It's just between you and me. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the party, pals. We're getting ready to open here. The bell should be ringing. I see JR helping out today, knocking the bells right there. We have our buddy Larry Titus, who's on holidays right now, I think in Greece, who normally rings the bells. We have 285 of you here. Welcome, one and all, to the party. We're getting ready to go here. Let's see what this market wants to do. And let's see if we can, see if you guys can make some money today. Why not? The options market is a multi-trillion-dollar deal, billions a day, trading hands all the time. And all you've got to do is offer call options to the gamblers down there on the option trading floor. You're the casino. You're actually writing a call like a casino offers a slot machine to a gambler. They put the money in the machine first before they pull the handle. They have to give you money before you even play the option game. You're selling a call before you do anything else. So your first transaction is a sell. That's your first move. You own stock and you sell a call, and away we go. Oh, thank you. Someone just sent me another PayPal donation. I don't know who that is. Hang on. Who's that? Thank you, whoever that is. It'll pop up here in just a second on my thing. There it is. Christina, you've changed my life, Uncle Bruce. My family appreciates you, Christina Martin. Thank you so much for that. Fabulous PayPal donation. I love calling these out. I really do. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, look, we sell first. We sell a call option. That's the first move we make is we sell it. And then we cross our arms and go, okay, well, let it drop. I'll buy it back for less. That's the game. In a nutshell, that's all we do here. It's so simple, but it's kind of complicated. But it's kind of simple, but it's the opposite. We do the George Costanza of stock trading. That's what we are. We're just like Seinfeld. We do the opposite. That's right. And my name is George. I'm unemployed, and I live with my parents. Hi. I'm the opposite of every man you've ever met. Coyote, my $26.50 call options on GameStop. I'm very happy with these contracts this morning. Well, GameStop is $26.51 right now, down 98 odd cents at the moment. So we're under some pressure there. Tesla right now, 246.08, down 336. People here have been writing Tesla contracts around 240, 250, 260, 270, 280. These 280s and 270s are almost worthless, and they should be bought back. And I think most of you have already done that. 250s, let them depreciate. Just let them crap out. 240s, you definitely want to put in stink bids. Around that 255 level, you want to put some stink bids and see if you get lucky and get hit with those. We talk about stink bids, stink offers, how to buy and sell, how to get the maximum profit out of every option trade. We talk about the psychology of the markets. We talk about everything about the markets in the classes and on air. If you want to become that knowledgeable about how this market actually works, you've come to the right place. If you just want to be wowed with fancy graphics and charts and everything, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that you can go to where you can watch all the fancy graphs and all that. You won't understand what the hell they're talking about, but you'll see pretty pictures. Unfortunately, with me, you see me on the entire screen, where with a lot of other YouTubers, you'll see a little tiny picture sort of down here. There'll be a little tiny little picture of the presenter, and the rest will be fancy graphs and stuff. And I don't do that. It's not my shtick. I just tell you what I think is going on in plain English, and we kind of go from there. Welcome one and welcome all to this wonderful, wonderful market. Tiff, I have GameStop 26 expiring on Friday. I'm crossing my arms for the moment. Yeah, I mean, the stock's 26.49. It was 27.70, 27.60 yesterday. Tried to get to 28. Now we're in 26.50 range. Your contracts, if they're 26s, they're worth 51 cents right now, $51 a contract, each contract representing 100 shares. They're dropping in value dramatically here, and they're running out of time, like as in Friday they die out. So if this was Friday afternoon, your contract would be trading at 55 cents. Something tells me you didn't sell your contract at 55 cents. I think you sold it for more than that. And so you're going to make money again. Oh, I like this. I want to be happy with my GameStop. October 7/25's time is on my side. Indeed, it is. The depreciation is happening, and well, let's just see what happens. Beach Boy, I'm with Tiff. I'm crossing my hands at the corner right now. I'm leaning up against a lamppost here, watching this market going. I'm not buying these back right now. This stock's dropping, and my contracts are going to zero. I like this a lot. We're down 210 on the Dow. We were down 350 to start the morning, just to kind of get it going. We're down 28 on the S&P and 114 on NASDAQ. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Oil is up 69.70 cents a barrel to 87.21 as OPEC is trying to hype the market with a so-called 2 million barrel day cut, which they can't do. Interesting. Anyway, there you go. Christina, Uncle Bruce did share a very detailed map yesterday. He got effects too, he does have special effects. Sometimes Uncle Bruce will show off photos of he and his Jennifer Aniston hot look-alike wife. Bruce's wife is a Jennifer Aniston knockoff. And sometimes, like these photos right here, Bruce will show off when they go grocery shopping every day or every couple of days. Jen will get all dressed up and she'll make Bruce put on his tie and they'll hop into a hot Tesla and go to a grocery store. Sometimes they'll go to that Bagel with Bruce store. Oh, they're out there having a good time. But then once in a while, Bruce just kind of goes out on the town on his own. And, Bruce starts imitating his viewers who make all this money writing options because he knows he has viewers just like this guy right here. They're wearing their felt hat and their cane. And, oh, yeah, baby, we know what's really going on out there. You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling me. Welcome one, welcome all. By the way, Stink Bids Save Lives. Here's the latest T-shirt we just produced. I got mine on order. I can't wait to get it in here. I'm looking forward to receiving it. Stink Bids Save Lives. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Oh, here's that map I was talking about. Look at that map. Ooh, fancy. Fancy map of the Mediterranean. Look at that. Ooh, God, that's top dollar. I don't spare anything on this channel. Or do I? Anyway, we're down 228 on the Dow right now. We're down 745 on Tesla, 241.99. These 240s should be picked off at 255 if you have written any that low. The 250s, you definitely want them to be at least 60, 70% in, lower than what you sold them for and scoop them up. But take your time. This stock isn't really going anywhere here. Twitter, 50.71 down $1.29. The takeout price is 54 something. We'll see how all that works out. Wait a minute, JR. Is there a gold bagel store? What's the deal here? Beach Boy Mike, the only light you get is with the non-lamp. There are no lamps here. There's no lamp. Nick, Uncle Bruce, what is going on with ENPH? I had shorted it at 284.87. What's the deal, man? I don't know. JJ, so easy. Even a caveman can do it. Lame Duck, I am thumbs up 159. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. We'd love to hit 200 thumbs ups as soon as possible on our show. Hit that button for me, please. Let's get it going. Uncle Bruce, where's that? Uncle, where's the pimp outfit, please? Where is that? Where can I get that? I need to get me one of those. I need to walk around my hometown wearing the Uncle Bruce pimp outfit. I want the world to know how successful I am, just like Uncle Bruce did. That's what I want. Absolutely. Oh, geez. We're down 211 on Apple, 143.99. We got GameStop at 26.31. We're down now $1.29 on GameStop. The low of the day, 26.29. We're at 26.31. A couple pennies away from that low, or right at it at the moment. GameStop volume right now, just about 320,000. Take the stock back in time a month or two ago when it was before the 4-for-1 split. We're talking 80,000 volume pre-split. We are talking no volume, nothing. That's why the stock can drop like this. Unbelievable. SoFi is up, down 16 cents, pardon me. Rocket Lab down 2. HPQ down 44 cents. AMC and APE shares combined are off 55, 56 cents. ME, 23andMe is down 3. Matterport down 1.5. ATIP unchanged. Smart Rent down 5.5 cents. Spire up a penny. Cyxtera down 14. Bed Bath Beyond down 31. Pfizer down 25 cents. Boeing down 256. Cisco down 15 cents. Home Depot off 321. Carvana down 139. Robinhood is at 1073, down 9 cents. Vanik Semiconductors, the ETF, SMH symbol, down 297 to 196.99. Good premiums you can write on those contracts. You can buy deep in the money calls and write poor man covered calls against those. IBM, same thing. You can do the same by buying deep in the money calls. It's off 87 cents right now. The premiums aren't quite as high. Microsoft down 352 after a big gain yesterday. A Goldman off 920, giving up a lot of yesterday's gains. Google down 188. Amazon down 182. I think Amazon is in trouble here. I bet you the Amazon shares will go under 100 in the next few weeks. This is my personal hunch. I think that Amazon, having announced layoffs and non-hirings over at their retail division, they're not hiring right now there. This is the tip of the iceberg for Amazon. I think their warehouse volumes are going to be way off going forward the next 6 months to a year because of the slowdown in the overall economy. If you're not hiring any more people in the retail division, that means you're not bringing in new products to sell. I mean, the retail division is designed to go after entrepreneurs to get them to list their merchandise for sale on their website and then get the merchandise into their warehouses so they can ship the merchandise. If you're not hiring people in that division, you're backing off that department. And that is the core of what Amazon is all about. This is the beginning of a move down, in my humble opinion. Amazon right now is trading at 100 times earnings. A little overpriced, would you say? I would say so. So under 100 a share would not be that big a deal. Interesting how this is playing out. Anyway, it's down a bit today, but not a lot. Down at 189. There's a lot of downside here. How fast? I wish I could say. I wish I could tell you it's going to go to $95 next week. I wish I could guarantee that. I can't. But the next several months through, the retail holiday season might delay its ultimate demise, but the shares in the new year could be under pressure, but they could be well on their way already. We'll watch. We'll see. We're not going anywhere. Meta platforms, the old Facebook, down 267 here. We're under pressure here. The Dow again down 277. S&P down 42. NASDAQ down 158. Oil up 75 cents. That is what's going on. Crazy stuff. Here's a headline. I spend $600 a month taking women out for dinner and drinks. Does the man always have to pick up the check on the first date? Someone is saying. I'm thinking to myself, you're spending $600 a month doing that? If you were to spend $600 a month learning how to write stock options on this channel, you'd actually be making more money than you're spending on this. And you'd be ahead of the game driving a nicer car, and women will want to take you out for dinner and drinks. I mean, hey, I want you to turn it around. Invest in yourself, grow your cash flow, and then they chase you. Why are you chasing them? I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm sure the women on this channel will agree with that analogy. I'm sure they will. They're such supporters of mine. Thank you all. We're down 145 on Royal Caribbean. Target down 113. JP Morgan is under pressure today. We're off 198. Costco down 620. Walmart down 24 cents. Nvidia down 437. Disney down $1.48. Under 100 again. 99.96. Moderna 122.74 down 293. Welcome all to this show here, this channel where we try to cover the market in plain English, talking about writing options for a living here, making some money. We're down 272 on the Dow Jones right now, 0.86 of a percentage point. S&P down 42, that's 1.1%, and NASDAQ 168 points lower, down 1.5%. The NASDAQ is the biggest loser because they have shares with the highest price earnings multiples. These are the most expensive stocks out there when it comes to the relationship between earnings per share and the share price. Generally speaking, NASDAQ 100 is known as a high-tech e-commerce index. These companies can grow the fastest, but they can also shrink the fastest, and they can be overpriced the most in an economy and in an environment with higher interest rates and higher inflation. These guys don't do well. This is where money goes for much more conservative and lower cost stock relative to earnings per share. And our friends at Amazon and Tesla are not in that group at all. Tesla is $240.30 right now, down 922 and still backing off. Apple 144.17 down 193. GameStop 2606 now down $1.55. Those of you who rolled over your option contracts, and if you don't know what that means, check out my lessons on how rollovers can work and how you can make a fortune doing rollovers. Those of you who've done rollovers are looking at this going, this is great. I had $25 and $26 contracts. I rolled up the 27s and 28s and it's down to $25.91. I love this country. I love Uncle Bruce. Way to go, you guys. Nice going. Nick, okay, I just covered ENPH profit, 50 grand. Hey, JR, I am back over 50 grand today. Way to go, Nick. Constantine, my GameStop November for $28 call at 245 is almost down 15%. Should I take profit and write again or wait? I would wait. Just wait. Bill, hey, Bruce, I sent an email for a Sunday session request to the Hotmail address. Bill, I will get to that right after the show and we'll lock you in for a session. I'll get you some info. Fantastic, sir. Looking forward to seeing you. JR, that guy is spending way too much money on women. Yes, invest in Uncle Bruce's classes and bring money in and they will chase you. Crazy Pants, laugh out loud, not chasing any man. No. That's because you are making so much money as an option writer yourself. You see, there's that. See, interesting. Nick, JJ, thanks. I reshorted and covered new profit, 51,000. Nice going there. Farmers, I was napping. Did someone say 600 a month on women? What's this all about? 600 a month on women. JR, yes, there is some clickbait on Market Watch. Very funny headline about spending 600 a month on women. Michael, arms folded on my GameStop and SoFi calls because we are going down today. Farmless, well, bless his heart. I can't roll my 2550s to 27s yesterday. Smiling from ear to ear. And we're at 2608 right now. You got to love this, Kent. Nice job, JR. Nick, you the man. Right on. Some folks here love to short stock. Most of us here, we like to write stock options. And we make money whether we do rollovers or cross our arms and wait for the market to figure it out. Really interesting stuff. Fun times at the OK Corral. We're down 199 on the Dow right now. We've got a Tesla at 241, Twitter at 5130, Apple down 119, GameStop at 2605. The low today, 2589 already. The high was 2698. That was the opening, and it hasn't held on at all. SoFi, 524 down 16 cents. Rocket Lab, 459.5. HPQ is down 32 today to 2632. Right on, kids. So much fun. Nick Maurer, $600. I spend $3,000 a month on my wife. It's called the mortgage, man. Tiff, Bruce, please stop talking about women chasing me. My wife won't let me watch the show anymore if you do that. Well, you want them to appreciate you. You making money doing option writing, they're going to keep you nice and close and hopefully keep you happy. That's between you and your wife. I can't get into that. I'm just telling you what I'm just reading these headlines, man. That's all I'm saying. We're down 214 again on the Dow, and we're down to 240 again on Tesla, backing off a little bit more. GameStop back under 26, 25.95 down 172 now, 25.90, 25.88. Bang, bang, bang. GameStop backing off to new lows, 25.86. This is the new low of the day right now on GameStop. Miraculous Uncle Bruce, I just had a fried egg on everything bagel with horseradish sauce, and now my calls are up. Don't worry. I promise I'm not after your job. It's all good, buddy. Coyote Nick, I was about to say that too, about my wife and all that. Wrote a 10 GameStop, 27.5 strike yesterday's for 141, says Trucker Tech. I bought back today for $1.06. Resold them for 118. Just bought them back for $1. I resold for 98. I'm waiting for more dropping. So far, I've made $440. There you go. If you want a day trade, you can. Beachway, those 27s and 27.5s I rolled into are depreciating nicely. I love it. I love it too, Beach Boy. Way to go, buddy. Susan Shop's about Bruce. What if there are any problems buying January 2025 leap calls? Are there any problems on this? Second question is, any issues then writing calls on January 25 leaps? You seem to prefer writing 1 month expirations. Thanks. Well, if you can buy deep in the money calls to 2024 to 2025, the further out, the better if the 90-10 rule is adhered to. If you want to know what the 90-10 rule is, check out my classes. Once you've got these, you own these deep in the money calls, whether you have 1 or 6 or 20 or whatever number, you can start writing short-term calls. And I recommend you write out of the money calls that have 1 to 3 weeks to go, and start enjoying the depreciation as time value shrinks out on these. You get a dip like today, that's gravy. You get a dip, great. The stock takes a dip as well, and time eats them alive. You end up with a 30, 40, 50, 80% profit on your option, right? You take it, you write a new set of calls, and rinse and repeat and keep it going. Always be writing. Alberto, get rid of the mortgages. Anything with any kind of interest rate. Freedom is the only really cheap when you owe nothing. Exactly, Alberto. You got it. Tip, oh no, my GameStop cover call is out of the money now. How horrible. Oh, the tears. Dude, what's Uncle Bruce talking about? I heard something about $600 a month on women and with their arms crossed. What? I'm confused. What's going on here? Well, every once in a while we say a key word, a key phrase, and we wake people up. And that's what happens right here. Constantine, 20% down, $600 profit. Man, it is so hard to keep your arms folded. It is so hard when you're up like this. Beach Boy, Tiff, I'm so sorry for you, buddy. You're strong. You won't break. It's going to be okay. Nick, okay, now tell me what's going on with ENPH. I can't tell you. I don't know the company. I don't know the stock. I don't know anything. I think you should be shorting Amazon, but that's just my opinion. We're down 209 points right now on the Dow Jones. Tesla at $240.30. The low of the day on Tesla, $239.25. And so some of you out there might be able to buy back some of your 240 contracts. You might be able to put in super cheap stink bids on 50s and 60s and get them back today as well. That would be a lovely thing. Twitter, 51.28, down 72. Apple's down 101. GameStop at $25.99, down 161, with a low today of $25.75. That's been the low again today on GameStop. SoFi, 520, down 20 cents. Rocket Lab down 9. HPQ at 26.30, down 34. Some of you were able to roll HPQ contracts lately and are reaping the rewards there. Good morning, Jen. How are you? I was showing off a photo this morning of the two of us in front of the Tesla, in front of that bagel store with that nice slinky dress you like to put on to stay cool. We like to go grocery shopping and put on the show for everybody and not overheat, as we walk down. Well, you never know who you'll run into. Well, that's the thing. People have phones now with cameras. Right. They can take photos of you anywhere you go.
And it's Murphy's Law that if you look like crap, that's when you run into people.
Every dang time. That's right.
When you get all dressed up, you don't see anyone.
You don't see anybody. But when
Murphy's Law.
Exactly what it is, yeah.
That's exactly it.
I'm absolutely right. There was a comment today. It's a headline that I read this morning, and then we've been talking about this headline ever since. The headline was that some guy was saying, I spend $600 a month going out on dates with women. Okay. And the question was, should men pay on the first date? And I said, let's take this a little further. If this guy is spending $600 a month dating women, he's obviously not an option writer. Because if the guy were an option writer, he'd be making so much money that women would be chasing him. rather than
I
he
see.
chasing the women. And they would be
Oh.
taking him out and paying for everything because they'd be trying to
Because
catch a big fish.
Women are avarice little greedy things.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. That's what I heard.
I don't recall saying that.
That's what I heard.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. No, I said, hey, the guy is
So
making.
he's saying that he pays $600 a month.
He spends $600 a month on.
dates?
Well, he didn't say that. He said on
Okay.
women when he takes women out.
Okay.
Now maybe he does a lot of first dates.
I think whoever asks the other out is the one that is offering the dinner, and they should be paying for it.
Hence, if you make a lot of money
See?
writing options, and women smell your success, 'cause,
Here comes Ken.
they're gonna chase you. And if they're asking you out for dinner, don't you think they should pay?
Okay. But I thought women were supposed to go after the big burly guys because that shows that they are big and burly and protect themselves and protect their families, and they'll be good sperm donors. Isn't that what we're supposed to be going after?
Really?
You know, from an instinctual animal point of view, we want the sire of our children to be able to be protecting and supply us with food. Bring home the deer, skinned and ready to go on the spit.
Well, okay, so if you're a good option writer and you've got meat in your freezer and you got cable TV in your cave,
That's right.
I'm thinking women are going to come to you. I don't know why.
I don't know how you would.
I don't know why guys have to keep chasing women when they're successful. When they're successful, the women chase them. Isn't that what happens? Aren't they called gold diggers?
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Isn't that what women are called from time to time? They go after the guy. Why is it that NFL football players that make $10 million a year, $20 million a year, always have hot-looking wives? How is that?
How is that?
Why is it? Do they not like the other women, or they just haven't got a chance to meet the average-looking gal because all these hottie toddies chase
like
these guys down? Have you thought of that?
It's like Hockey Canada. They like those. All women, they just like them for other purposes.
They like guys with six packs. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
We don't want to go into Hockey Canada.
We don't want to go there. I just noticed that some of the ugliest looking guys that are athletes, because there are some ugly looking guys that are athletes, seem to all have hot wives. It's really amazing. They just have really good looking ladies as their wives. Incredible.
So
coincidence?
The rumors, Big D coming to Big 12.
Big D coming to Big 12. I don't know what that means.
That divorce lawyers have been sought by Brady and Giselle.
Yes, Tom Brady and his wife apparently are hiring divorce lawyers to represent themselves. I wonder who they're divorcing. How many other people are they married to?
He wanted to quit and spend more time with the family. And the family discovered that
we don't like it when you hang around here with us.
The time you spend with us is just perfect.
We kind of like it when you're on the field more. You go back and play football. We're quite happy with you not being around here so much.
That's right.
I don't know. Dude said to me, what's Uncle Bruce talking about? I heard something about $600 a month on women with their arms crossed. What's going on here? I tell you, I don't know. Olivia saying, I love Jen. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. Beach Boy, Nick, my man, might be useful to use please now every now and then, even here with Uncle Bruce, Ender, I'm here now, number 171 thumbs up. What the heck's going on? Mother of all short squeezes taking a day off. What? Dude says Jen gets it. JR,
I just hear things.
I just hear the JR. We're talking about a $600 a month lady squeeze, actually. Alex, Bruce, there's no point in arguing. Jen is always right. Formulas. Jen, did that thing women do when they completely hear the wrong thing.
There you go.
Coyote.
It's selective hearing. It's not selective speaking.
Coyote, evolutionary mating in plain English. Flint Creek Soap Company. My ex was definitely a sperm donor. Pappy J, losing battle. Flint, it's how we refer to him. Pappy J, give it up now. Coyote, me caveman. Me have Walmart meat in storage freezer. Me write options. Me get pretty lady.
I have TV in my cave.
Michael says, careful, Bruce. She's a hitter. That's right, JR. Quit while you're ahead, Uncle Bruce. Say you're right, dear, and run. Constantine is laughing out loud. Coyote, 6 packs of what? Constantine, beer? Laughing out loud. Michael, Deuce has a 5-pack. Beach Boy, Bruce with the great mysteries out there. Dude, Coyote, no love for the eggplant from Jen. Tiff, if you like boys with 6-packs, wait till you see my keg. Flint, will Jen help me pick me? I suck at it. Ezra, so basically, Jen is saying that we are all out, broke, simpletons, not good looking. I love you all. Coyote, Nazareth, this feels like an intervention. The hard truth. Big nose. Sounds like him going back to play Cursed caused the divorce. Him going back caused the divorce. Coyote, people really out here spending $600 a month on arms crossed women. Nico, laugh out loud. Selective hearing, not selective speech. Flint Creek is laughing. Hawkeye made SoFi buybacks, then sold, parked all 5 contracts. January 17, 25 strike, $10 at 123. Use that to buy 100 SoFi shares. Last sold options on the 100 shares. Nice. Hawkeye, the great thing is that if SoFi shoots up to 10 or above, then time to see some green. So definitely won't fear the upside. Nice going. Hawkeye, Susan, so see what you think. Flint Creek, shoot, pick men, not me. There you go.
So has
definitely a spurred.
Has Musk come out and said, this is how many shares I need to sell? Has he ever indicated how many shares of Tesla
he doesn't have to disclose how he's going to raise the money.
Yeah.
But this morning,
why is the world making this assumption that it has to be Tesla shares that he sells to raise these funds?
Right. Well, what we did know was back in April when he first made the offer.
Yeah.
By the end of April, it had become known in banking circles that he was raising about 15 billion of the 44 through banks. Consortium. And he was borrowing from here. Now the rumor was that he was getting 5 to 5.5% loan rates. Right. Today, those same banks are lending money out at 9.5 to 10% on ventures like this. If you're a cruise line and you're going to the bond market to raise money, you want to raise $1 billion, you're going to pay 15 to 18% because you're junk bond.
AKA junk bond.
Right. So now the question is, will Musk have to pay 9 or 10% on money that he's borrowing to buy Twitter,
right?
And or how much of the rest of the money is he getting through other sources? Because the rumor has it that he had 3 or 4 or 5 other individuals and hedge funds that were interested in lending him money. And then there was the stock sale situation on Tesla. And speaking of Tesla, the stock is $9.39 right now, $2.39. So it's down again.
It's down more than the percentage
of the money that it
would have to pay interest on.
But he can only sell stocks so much at a time. Being senior officer, you have to do filings. Absolutely. There's all kinds of, so it's not that easy. And the market is anticipating stock coming. And so the stock is dropping now in anticipation that he might be selling. 239.06 down 10.38 a share today.
I don't know if the guy is real good at investor relations.
He's Elon Musk. He is what he is. Now, here we are, 238.93 now, another dollar. So someone like Alberto and any others out there who are writing options on Tesla, what you got to be doing right now is putting in some really cheap stink bids to buy back your 250s, 240s, to whatever you got to lock in some nice profits here. And you may want to take a look at writing 245s. Maybe 240s might be written. I don't know. We'll see. 238.93 right now. Down they go. But you want to make sure that the contracts you're buying back, you're buying at a real healthy profit. Locking in some nice gains. Interesting. We're down 315 on the Dow again after getting within 150 of break even.
Right.
Apple down 167. GameStop 25.83 down 177. I think we are approaching the low of the day again, which was 25.75. We are at 25.82, 7 cents away from the low of the day.
Has any of this community seen those GameStop Netflix? Was it on Netflix?
Well, we
few
talked about
shows.
this. There have been some docudrama type shows made about GameStop and the meme stock. We've talked about it a little bit here, but
just
none of
wondering.
them feature me, so they're
Oh.
not real.
No, I'm just wondering how the spin is. I shouldn't say the word spin. How the point of view is. Is it that
Yeah, I haven't watched.
GameStop is the worst stock that has ever been created, or is it that,
Or are the shareholders patsies, or I don't know.
or that the powers that be allowed everyone to oversell a stock?
Was Robinhood made to be the bad guy? I think so. They should be. We're new low, 25.70 on GameStop. We just dropped another nickel. Another new low.
I think Robinhood was, they created their own disaster.
Yeah.
But then they still went public.
But then Congress had a session. Congress had a session and interviewed everybody and brought them all to the table.
Yeah.
And they asked them a whole bunch of yes or no questions. And we know how that went. There was one guy that actually said yes or no, 2 questions, and everyone else said they were really happy and grateful to be in America from Bulgaria. There you go. There's the story. 25.68. We've got another new low on GameStop. We are falling further now.
So what's it going to be this morning? Speaking of happy and grateful.
It might be time for a fried egg, some Black Forest ham, and a little bit of horseradish.
A little horseradish, a little zing.
There's one viewer here who's already done this morning and said, I'm not trying to take over your job. I'm not trying to do your job, but I'm telling you, it was delicious.
Just to taunt you.
Just to set me up.
Knowing you had to wait until 8 o'clock.
Oh, my. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. Fantastic. What is going on here? Let's go. Oh man. Let's see. Where are we at here on my comments? I've got to catch up with you guys again. Susan Shop's about shorter expires have less premium. I can get more premature writing. 24s, 25s. If I write on 24s, 25s and need to roll, would it be the same as if I rolled in 1 month? If no difference, money will be 24, 25. Because I don't understand this question. Hang on one second. Another headline just came through. OPEC has agreed to a 2 million barrel a day cut in production. Oil is up 32 cents a barrel at this second. We'll see if this changes over the next 5 or 10 minutes as this news permeates out and slips out, and we'll see what's really going on here. Okay, 25.65 on GameStop right now, as best as I can see it, as I can understand it. I can't get my big ass iPad to cooperate now. It's like it's saying to me, Bruce, I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. We'll see what's going on. It looks like we're down 26 cents on oil. We're up 26 cents on oil at the moment. Alrighty. Dow down 318. Tesla 238 down 1080. GameStop 25.68 down 192 with a 25.58 low of the day. 881,000 traded. That's 220,000 pre-split. That is a nothing burger of volume. Down 350 on the Dow right at the moment. I cannot get this dang old, gosh darn to heck, big ass iPad to work. Okay, come on. Work for me. Come on, baby. Here we are, and we'll refresh it. 25.62 now. 25.60 on GameStop, going a little lower. All right. Now, let's go. Okay, Susan, I don't understand your question here. I'm having trouble figuring it out. You may have to send me a private email if you want to get a little more detailed on this. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, here Alex is saying to Susan, writing calls closer into the expiry brings in less premium, but you can write more often. Plus, it's easier to roll over if the stock runs up. There you go. Coyote headline: Shell boss calls on government to tax oil and gas companies to protect the poorest. What a world. Let's see. Alex is saying, Susan, my ideal right has about 2 weeks of time to run unless the stock runs up and the time crushes the value of the call. Susan says, Hawkeye, yes, that's what I did when I started. My question is, if I get more cash coming in writing $25 calls, why is that not the default for all writing? Wondering if liquidity or price issue. Yeah, well, people like to write more often and closer in. If you do the math, if you can write every 2 weeks and make $1 every 2 weeks on a contract on average, in the year, you can do that 26 times. In 2 years, that's $52 of returns. You're not going to get $52 premium on a 2-year write. There's that. JJ and Nick, ENPH filled the gap down. Big break of 50-something. Moving average. No, did not participate yesterday. Brian, I am thumbs up 177. Thank you. And good morning, my friend. Thank you. Coyote's going, Vlad is the guy who said yes and no to those yes and no answers. Alex, good old Vlad. Susan shops about. Got it, Alex. Thanks. I'm very cautious with my out of the money strikes, so not getting bigger premiums on my rights, especially during my poor my cover calls. Can't get assigned ever. Laughing out loud. Coyote says we get a job report Friday. That's right. Nick, Nick Morier, what sort of call should I look to write on HPQ? October 21-27 for 75 cents. Enough premium, or should I look for something worth a little more? Should I write $27 calls for October 21 on HPQs? Well, the stock is 26.22, down 41 cents today. So writing a 27 would be, out of the money, not a bad move. 75 cents doesn't sound like a lot of money. But if you look at it this way, first of all, if you buy 100 shares, it costs you $2,623 right now. And if you get $75 against that, not quite 3% on your money from now until October 21st. That is 16 days. That's good return. On the other hand, if you were to buy $20 call options on HPQ, they're in the money $6.24. They might run you can get them for $7.25. That should be within your 10% rule, approximately 90-10 rule, give or take. So if you can pay $750 and bring in 75 cents on that, that is exceptional money. That is exceptional. That's a 10% return ballpark in 16 days. Now, if you have $2,600, you could buy 100 shares, or you could buy 3 contracts. You're writing 3 contracts instead of 1 contract. So $2,600 can bring you $75 if you write 1 call against the stock, or $2,200 can bring you $225 for the same time frame for the same contract. Now we're talking. Now, if you have enough money to buy 10 in the money contracts and write 10 $75 calls, $750 coming into your account, how much are you going to give back? This is interesting. Hawkeye, Susan, I like that I could buy 100 shares. So that worked for me. It's not the default, though, through other stocks where you could make more money more frequently if it makes sense. Alex, Susan, you're welcome. Hope that helps. Bruce's stink bin and offers class will help getting filled. JR, if someone wrote that far out, maybe more premium, but would there be less time decay? Yeah. Maybe the only advantage would be a little to no risk assignment. That's exactly right, too. Nick, okay, I shorted Amazon at 119.65. Now tell me what's going on with Amazon. They stopped hiring at the retail division. They have stopped hiring people. They are shrinking their retail division, which is shrinking their business, which will be an admittance to me, admitting to me, plain English, this stock is going lower. By the way, 25.82 on GameStop. This is telling me the business is backing off. The volumes are backing off. Amazon at 119 is, I think, is $100 or less a share going forward. Now, Nick, maybe you can make a couple of bucks today on this trade and get in and out, out and in, out and in. More power to you. Nico, I was thinking about writing on an HPQ January 23 with a $27 strike price. I wouldn't be writing that far out. I wouldn't write that far out at all. I'd only write out a couple of weeks. That's all I'd be doing on HPQs. JJ, Nick, Amazon. Interesting on Amazon. We've got what do we have now? 330 point drop, 340 point drop. on the Dow Jones right now. We're off 55 on S&P, and we're off 203 on NASDAQ. Interesting stuff. 1.1% drop on the Dow, 1.4 on S&P, and a 1.8% drop on NASDAQ. Oil down 57 cents after the OPEC announcement. 2 million barrel price cut. We're down 55 cents a barrel. There you go. This 2 million barrel proposal is an admittance. They are out and out bragging. They're out and out announcing to the world, OPEC is, that the world needs less oil. That's what this is. If they're announcing a 2 million barrel reduction in production, this is the admittance of OPEC that the world needs less of our product. This is great. This is absolutely wonderful. Great for the environment. We're burning less of it. But two, if the Western world, the G20 countries, get their act together and cut usage of this commodity back, the price will drop to 35, 40 bucks a barrel. Gas will be $1.50, $1.60. We use less of it for gasoline, but we can use all we want for fertilizer and pharmaceuticals and plastics and alloys, whatever we're using it for. Many more uses for that, much more environmentally friendly than burning it into smoke. That would be a good move. Anyway, we're down 54 cents at 85 something bucks a barrel. Look, Putin needs it at 120 bucks a barrel so he can sell it for 90 on the cash market. Right now, he's only getting 50, 55 cash. This thing drops to 55. He's only going to get 25, 30 bucks a barrel. He's got to sell a lot more for the bullets, and the cost of bullets is going up with inflation. So that would be a good thing, I think. Just my personal opinion. Just saying. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here, hanging around. Good to see you. JR, Susan, writing options at 30 to 60 days out will help you ride out the ups and downs. You can get more premium with those, but those would decay much more quickly than the 2024s or 2025s. There's a good point. Now there's everyone, sing it with me, reduction in production. Susan, I'm wondering if anyone is worried about stock market crashing. Is there a lot of news that can happen? Any thoughts on buying and writing on S&P 500 inverse ETF options? There's always talk about this. When they hit new record highs, they talk about it. When they're at record lows, they talk about it. When they're in the middle, they talk about it. This is old, boring news that you can't count on. It's just the same old, same old. Thanks for Hawkeye. I'm going to go for that play too. Thank you, Brian. So gas is going up again. I just went back to 170 a liter the other day. It's total manipulation at the refinery level. Just buy less of it. Just use less of the product. It will crash in price. Even if we cut back 5%, if we on average cut back by 5%, this stuff would be 40 bucks a barrel max. It would crush the market. There would be such a slosh of oversupply. It would be unbelievable. Susan Shop's worried about a crash. No, it's going to happen. I'm not too worried about it. It's not going to happen. Hawkeye, go Tankstrom. There you go. We're down 368. The Dow's dropping off even more. We're down to 237.85 on Tesla. Twitter 51 down $1. Apple down 230. GameStop 27.70. 25.70 down $1.90 on GameStop. Down it goes. SoFi 513 down 27 cents, losing all the gains from yesterday. Rocket Lab down 8.5. HPQ down 36 cents to 26.28. We got AMC now down 91 cents today. ME down 5.5. Matterport down 6.6 cents. ATIP down a penny. Smart Rent down 14. Spire down 3 cents. Xterra down 13.5 cents. Bed Bath Beyond down 52 cents. Pfizer down 51. Boeing down 441. Cisco down 40 cents. Home Depot down 326. Carvana down 186 to 2140. Robinhood down 27 cents. SMH, the ETF, Vanik Semiconductors down 410. IBM down $1.09. Microsoft down $4.55 to $244.33. Goldman down $118.70. Google down $256. Amazon $118.26, down $282. Amazon is dropping. Meta down $4.36. BlackBerry down 17.3 cents. Royal Caribbean down $184. We've got Target down $285, JP Morgan down $218, Costco down $9.72, Walmart down $170, Nvidia down $4.72, Disney down $265, Moderna $3.47 lower, American Airlines $12.53 down 42 cents, Netflix $2.32 down $8 right there. We have negative markets right at the moment. We're up 386 on the Dow. The downward draft is accelerating in at the moment on the markets. Okay, thank you, everybody. Credit Savage, love them bull trap days. Buying back the cover calls I sold yesterday and all those calls I rolled closer yesterday. Yay, it never fails. Thank you to all of you gamblers out there who bought tickets to my show. Brian, I am reading a bit more into the 2 million barrel cut. They say it will only actually be about 800,000 based on current outputs. Like you said yesterday, their output is not up to par. Yeah, this is a nothing burger. I'm telling you, JR, I use less. Yes, use less. I love my Kia Niro hybrid at 45 to 50 miles a gallon. I fill up at about $60 while everyone else is pumping hundreds of dollars into their tanks. Coyote, the Credit Savage of Wall Street. This is the way. Coyote, 25.49 on GameStop. Down again. We're dropping more off $2 a share now. 25.45 is the low. Rugman, that sound effect.
What is it? Yoink.
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 Yoink is the sound effect of Rugman doing it again. Yoink. Have I got horseradish on there?
Oh, no.
No, I don't want the ketchup.
No, you don't have horseradish.
No, we just want that. Yeah, we just want that on there. Thank you. We'll give that a little zing today.
Oh, I'll take the ketchup.
Oh, well, you can take it back. Yeah, well, thank you, Miss Jennifer. Thank you. The logistics. Kent, how much is gas a gallon now? Wouldn't know. I'm driving a Tesla. It's fully charged as we're headed to Los Angeles for the kids' golf lesson today. I love driving to LA in a Tesla and back. I love it. Nice going, Ken. Brian, nice work on the cover calls. Beach Boy, the Credit Savage of Wall Street, everybody making money on these contracts. 331 down dip on the Dow. Tesla 238. Hopefully people are picking off their 250s and 260s and 240s. Twitter 5092 down 113. Apple down 248. GameStop 2560 with a low of 2545. Interesting stuff. JR, the Tesla's Musk has to love the price increase of gas. Sells more Teslas. Nick, I wrote an HPQ 26 for October 28, 125. Giddy up. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce, I can't thank you enough, man. Seriously, I can see graphs and make such better decisions after coming across your channel. The psychology of the market is a thing. You taught me patience. Thank you. You got it, buddy. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, poor man cover call on GameStop. January 25s for $17. That's 90-10, right? With GameStop at 25.50-ish. I don't know what contract you're talking about. What's the strike price? Help me, Coyote. I don't know which $17 on which contract. I know it's January 25s. What? The stock's at 25.50. Are you talking about tens? Are you talking about what? Help me, please. GameStop 25.56 down 204. Oh, Jen, thank you so much.
We don't have any pans. I had to cook the egg in a pot.
It worked out. There's a shot. The cheese on the bottom, the ham, the egg, and we bought horseradish mayo yesterday at Superstore. The hottest horseradish mayo you can get. I can't find it in the States as good. $10 strike, Bruce. Sorry about that. I knew I was forgetting something. So the $10 strike has a book value of $15.56. And you're looking at a $17 purchase price. So that's in there. Yeah, that's right in there. 90-10 roll. Absolutely. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. Mm. Mm. That horseradish mayo kicks in right back here. Starts cleaning the sinuses immediately. I love it. No problem, guys. We got it. The rug man is trying to pull a fast one with that shag carpet cape of his. We want the market to go down. Don't eat that bagel. I'm trying to encourage it to go even further. Hawkeye, I guess in simple Tonia, Uncle Bruce translates market psychology into simpleton language. Yes, indeed. Mirko, holy macaroni, that's a bagel. DH, Coyote, we're looking at the same contracts. Nazareth, someone send in the SWAT team. Stat. Brian, market go down and GameStop go up. Coyote, DH Root, I've been watching that one for weeks. Coyote might pick some up real soon. JR, oh my God, my stomach is rumbling. Where are my bagels? Got to go shopping today, but no horseradish for me. DH, Coyote, stink bid in, but there's no volume. Giddy up. All right. We're down 378 on the Dow, giving up some ground here. Oh, yeah. That's the mayo talking right there. That's the mayo. Horseradish mayo. It's got some attitude. It's got attitude. GameStop 25.53 down 207. Tesla 237 a share. So good. Oh, yeah. Loving this. Welcome one, welcome all to the party. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. It's a bagel festival, and oh, what a day on the markets today. What a day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. You thought we were having fun yesterday and the day before? Think again. We're having more fun. Rollovers are paying off today beautifully. 187 thumbs ups, kids. Thank you. 13 to go. Bring in those thumbs ups for me, people. 13 more. We got 200 thumbs ups. Please help me out. Nail that thumbs up button. Thank you very much, everybody. Exciting stuff. Absolutely exciting. Amazing to watch this market and how it's reacting, how it's working. 237 on Tesla today. 237.05 is a low. 237.67 right now. The Dow's off 356. S&P down 60. NASDAQ down 233. Oil is now up 15 cents. That's it. 15 cents. The U.S. 10-year Treasury note is up 14/100ths of a percentage point to 3.77%. Germany is up 0.15%. Italy's up 1/4 of a point. Spain is up 1/5 of a percentage point. The UK at 4.07, 1/5 of a percentage point higher on interest rates right now. Rates are rising. Bonds are falling. Euro 98.44 down 1.5 cents. The pound 112.55 down 2.2 cents today. The currencies are getting hit hard by the US dollar yet again. European markets are all in the red. The Dow is off 1.2%, S&P down 1.6, NASDAQ 2.1. Oil is up 2 cents a barrel. That's all she wrote over there. All righty. Interesting stuff here. And Nick S, I bought more HPQ to lower my average. Coyote, yesterday's gains look to be getting erased fully. We've been open for 56 minutes. Michael, SoFi contracts dropping nicely, but I want to keep all the premium right now. Coyote, you got fives or 5.5s. Michael says 5.5s next Friday. Got it. Nice. Michael sold at 21, sitting at a dime. Nick, and I wrote October 22, 26 strikes for 112, 50 contracts. Is that a good move? Nick is writing October 22, so that's 17 days out for 26s at 112 on the GameStop. I believe it's game, unless you're talking about HPQs, right? That's on HPQ. You're talking HPQ. Thank you. Those are 26.33 right now, down 31 cents, and you've written 26s for 112. I like the trade. I don't mind the trade. Ed Gowdy, are you writing SoFi calls that close that are in the money? Mirko, what is it? Started to grow my own horseradish in the garden. It's delicious. Now that I'm a full-time trader, our garden did get much better and a lot more varieties because I've got time at home to do this. Christina, to run as fast as his nose. JR, market meltdown equals making money. Christina, Uncle Bruce wants the market to run as fast as his nose with that horseradish there. Coyote Ed, yep, I have been. Brian, all right, I'm going for a hike in the mountains. Stink bid for GameStop is in for 70 cents. Make it 71. Good luck, everybody. Make some money today. Make it a 71 stink bid, not 70. JR, Mirko, I love having a garden also. Coyote, I haven't gone below 5, though. I just can't bring myself to do that. JR, good hike, man. Ed, I'm not that brave yet. Coyote, that is awesome. Hell yeah, I love growing our own food. Nazareth, I brought my cost basis down to 605 on SoFi. So I'm writing 6s until I bring the cost basis down to 550. There you go. Good. These are excellent comments across the board. Good stuff, kids. Here we go. 25.48 on GameStop, going down. GameStop 25.52. WTG, way to go, baby. I find you have a sub $8 SoFi average. Okay, 605 is impressive, Nazareth. Michael, I wish. Keep working it. The oil market is down 16 cents, and the Energy Board reports that U.S. stockpiles have declined in the last week, and oil is still down 13 cents on the day. Fascinating. The speculators think it would go to 100, 110 a barrel, getting crushed. We're down 23 cents on oil. The Dow, down 415. Tesla, 235 a share, 235.95 right now. Nazareth saying Coyote got 4,000 shares now. Just bought 2,000 on this dip. Dave, the Mac guy, 517 on SoFi here if we're going to go by cost basis. I've been writing on SoFi this entire time. Ed, what the hell? Uncle Bruce eating a bagel when we're looking to buy back covered calls. We only want bagels for up days. Bagels work every direction. It's kind of like the knee emoji. Yeah, Uncle Bruce eating a bagel is like having a knee emoji in your arsenal. It's all good. We're down 400 on the Dow, 412. Mirko, next spring we'll get 4 chickens too. I suggested we get a pig, but my wife said she knows it's not going to happen. We're going to get chickens. No pig in this house. Zed, Uncle Bruce, do we buy back our GameStop we rolled yesterday and then rewrite for a lower strike? If you're up substantially, you can take a look at it, and you can look at buying back your 27s and write 26s, buying back 28s and writing 27 and a halves or 27s or whatever, depending how far out you're going. You can certainly look at those, but you want to make sure you've got some profits coming in. For sure, 25.59 on the GameStop shares. Way to go, everybody. Christina, way to go. My 25s that expire next week don't look so stupid anymore. I got $2 for those things. They're worth 68 cents right now. Book value, nice. Nice going. Lame duck. I bought back my AMD at 30 cents. I sold them for 99. Made profit of 69 cents, $69, 2 days work. Monday, I made 515 on Tesla for 2 hours work. Nice. Christina, I'm with 27 written. I'm wanting all $5,400. Let's go, baby. Give it all to me. Lorraine, I'm number 171 on the thumbs up meter. Christina, not bad profit for 2 weeks. I just have to fold my arms. Thank you very much. We have 197 thumbs ups. We are 3 away from the magical 200 number for my thumbs up meter. Let me know if you're the 200 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button right now and tell me what number you are. There's 198 right there. 2 to go, baby. Come on, hit me with those thumbs ups, please. Let's get this over 200 and surge it. That would be absolutely beautiful. 199. There's one more. 1 to go, baby. I love it. 201. We've done it. Thank you guys again, as always, for coming through. 203. They're coming in. Here come the thumbs ups. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Trying to make money on options here, and look at these folks. They are. You can join them. Absolutely, you can join these folks. Trying to devour the last of this bagel. Nazareth, Shazam. Thank you, everybody. 208 thumbs ups. They're coming in, baby. Oh, yeah. We're loving it. Loving it. 236 on Tesla. Down $13. You know, it's a slow news day when you see a headline that says, breaking news. White House defends Biden's summer trip to Saudi Arabia and OPEC after OPEC supply cuts. It's a slow news day. So good. Oh, that is so delicious. Love being able to have bagels again. Since we were in a hotel, we had breakfast provided to us every morning. You know, it was the same old every morning. This is so good. Hang on one sec. I got to turn the window covering down. The sun is shining in on me, and I'm getting a super shiny face over here. I'm trying to calm that down. The sun is breaking across the city. It's a gorgeous day today. Welcome all to the program. I'm so glad you're all here with me. It's great to see all of you here who are buying back options that you rolled into the last several days. Contracts you wrote last week. They're depreciating out. They're falling in value. You're scoring the cash gain. This is beautiful. And then taking on new positions. Karim, I'm Doc. In Back to the Future, I'm watching my meta calls bleed. It works. It works. It does. Constantine, I wrote yesterday on GameStop. I bought back today for a $900 profit. I wrote back new stink bits right now. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Way to go, Constantine. Buying back the calls and now trying to sell new calls. Nice going. Beach Boy. Hey, Uncle B, with a bid of 231 on these GameStop November 18s, 2750s, and a 206 bid on November 24, 27s. Is that okay? Or should I wait for some more? It might be a good idea to take profits, rewrite closer. What are your thoughts? Thank you, my friend. Let's take a look at the options market for GameStop. I'm going to pop these up right now. The stock is 25.56, and our friend Beach Boy has written. So you can take a look yourself. Check the option chains yourself and see what they say on your device. Now, my device is 10 minutes behind, so forgive me if I'm not as up to speed as some of you are. But right now, a 2750 November 18 contract. Let's take a look here. November 18, 2750. I'm showing 257 bid. And he's thinking, what should I go 231 on those? Should I put in a stink bid just ahead of the 230 number? It's a nice round number. How about I go 231 in case the stock drops a little more? I get taken out. I can buy them back there. Not a bad move because I know you got 3-something on them. And then he's thinking about his, let's see, here's his 2750s. Okay, hang on a second here. 2750s or 257 bid. And what was he saying on the other ones? November 18, 2750s. And the 27s, can he make a move on those? Now, let me double check here. November 24, 27s. November 24, 27s. Okay, I'm not getting this on my device. My device is glitching on me. So if you can get them for 206 on those, I would say in both cases you're fine. If you can scoop them at these prices, put in your stink bids, cross your arms, and see if this market is coming to you, and take the gain. If they're handing it to you, take it, and then let's move on. The shares are 25.61, 25.59. Pardon me, one moment here, collapse these options. Again, my device is very primitive, so I don't have as good a system as some of you others have. 25.59, we're down 201. The low of the day, 25.43. So if these shares want to take another run to the 25.20 level and you get hit on these contracts, why not grab those? Susan Shop's about, I got to run right now. I got to scoot. Thanks for another fun morning. You bet, Susan. Michael, 270 last on that contract. Michael, 263.82 bid ask on the November 18, 2750s. Thank you, my friend, for helping me out on this. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would put those in there. Beach Boy, go ahead. Throw them in there, see if you get hit on them. You might get them, you might not. They're going to depreciate on you anyway, but hey, a dip is a dip, and if there's more to it, grab some easy money. Credit Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce. I rolled some January $20 calls closer to the money at 15 yesterday, and moved them to March to generate cash flow. I did the same with GameStop from 28 to 24, and those have fell real quick at 25% plus. I'm going to buy back. Nice move. Nice move. Easy gain here. 25% return on equity in one day. What bank in the freaking world will give you this? Not one. Stink bids save lives, baby. There you go. Wing Commander, Uncle Bruce, I am debating buyback 27s for October 21. The cost basis is 145. What should I put in for a stink bid? It is 71 cent. Current price 94 to 101 is the bid ask right now. Yeah, I'd go 71. Yeah, I give it a shot. October 21 is not the next expiry, obviously. So, you're out of the money on them. The stock is down here. They take a little dip. You're going to get hit. By all means, put that stink bid in there. Get it in there. Christina, where is Nick? I bet his day is better than yesterday. He has having a good day today. I told him to short some Amazon today. I mentioned to him that at 1960 something, he should short it. It's now 118.49, so I'm hoping he's making a ton of money there. He did make some money on his other short that he was working on. Wing Commander typing this while stuck in traffic. Don't tell my mommy. Don't tell her I'm doing this. Be careful. A 354-point drop on the Dow. Down $14 on Tesla to 235. Right on. We got Apple down 242 and GameStop at 25.60 now. Again, backing up a little bit with a low of 25.43. We're only 17 cents or so away from the low. Credit Savage for Nick. Yesterday, the market was rigged, and today it's not rigged anymore. Laughing out loud. There you go. It's not rigged today. Nick is going to make money, and that's all there is to it. Congratulations, Nick S. In Blythe, California, buddy. Make some dough today. Coyote, the way and away she goes. Nick, there he is. Yes, Christina. It is awesome today. Happy days are here again. Cheers to Nick from all of us from around the world. Everybody raise a glass and say, Nick, you deserve every dollar you make, and Bruce appreciates all donations. All of you say that at the same time. Nick, get rich, man. We love it. We love it when Nick gets richer. He deserves it. Way to go, pal. Nicely done, my friend. And keep making the bucks. The Dow down 345. Rock and roll. 25.60 to 70 on GameStop right now. Let's take a look at some other trades. Let's go. Pfizer down 63 cents. Boeing down 4.80. Cisco down 29. HPQ right now down 39 to 26.25. We have some pullbacks coming through here. Very interesting. IBM off 57 cents. Microsoft down 3.99. Goldman down 10.69. Google down 2.32 at 100, and Amazon down 2.38 to 118.71. The low on Amazon 117.69 today. I think we're going lower on Amazon. There's bad news coming. Meta down 4.57. Royal Caribbean down $2 to 41.85. Costco down 9.94. And Moderna down 2.20. Just to see, everything is red here all over the place so far this session. Welcome all. Welcome all. Let's go. Curtis Evers, there he is. Nick, I am buying ENPH for the long side to dump when it goes up. Christina, okay, perfect. Christina Beach Boy, my goal is always $1 a week. Nick, how are you there, Christina? Chris Savage, Nick, just make sure you give Uncle Bruce the 10 grand you promised him. Christina. So if we go 2 weeks out, I need $2. There you go, Christina. Well done. Good strategy. $1 a week or more is what I want to make here. $235 a share on Tesla. Staying low here, staying down. GameStop 25.83.86. A little bounce right now. We'll see how much is into that. I don't have much confidence in that. SoFi 513 down 27 cents today. That is where we are at. We've been on the air 2 hours, 18 minutes. I am past my allotted 2 hour time that I usually try to dedicate to this show. I think I know why. You guys are making money, and I'm excited for you. And I love seeing you guys cash in, especially on these rollovers. Do not be afraid to ever roll over contracts. These are the kind of days today where rollover strategies really pay off. Because if you can roll a contract like a GameStop from a 25 exercise price or a 26 exercise price to a 26 and a half, 27, 27 and a half, or 28, you can make these moves and get paid more money to do it. And then you have a dip the next day. Oh my goodness, does that make you money in your pocket? There is no better feeling than to have an out of the money contract that was in the money yesterday. It's out of the money now, and the premiums are backing off dramatically, making you that much richer, that much faster. Fabulous stuff. And those of you who are doing these contract moves with the poor man covered call strategies, you are amplifying your returns into your account. And this is setting you up for the opportunity to consider a career change, getting away from those tyrant bosses and getting your lives together. I love it. I surely want to give him a 10 grand, says Nick, but I got to make 100 grand first. I got to make 100 grand, Christina. Nick, I'm just folding my arms. I'm looking for a short to buy a put on right now. Christina saying, email me if you have any ideas. I got to go. John, thanks, everybody. Nick, okay, you got it. See, Michael, or get lucky, you like me, and write GameStop 27s when it's in the high 26s. There's that too. There's no wrong strategy when you write out of the money calls at whatever they're trading at. You're taking in time premiums and a dip comes along. Thank you very much for the gift. You got to love this. Constantine, have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Rock and roll kids. Let me know if any of you want to have a one-on-one session for this Sunday. We'll get together with you, talk about what you're doing. I will get back to any of you who have emailed me already as I've done this show. We'll get those set up for this Sunday. We got 3 slots. Looks like one of them might be gone. Let me know if you have an interest in a one-on-one. We'll put that together for you. 25.58 on GameStop. Backing up right now. Right now, we're backing up 15 cents away from the low of the day. Again, on these GameStops. Bartman says, have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Bartman. Thank you, Constantine, Mike, Nick, John Anderson, Christina, Credit Savage, all of you who are here. Love having you. Please consider becoming a member of this channel. If you'd like to comment during market hours, we'd love to have you join the family. 213 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for helping me out again, getting me over 200 thumbs ups as you always do on this morning show. This is fabulous. We love it. 234 now on Tesla, approaching the low of the day again, coming back down here. Money is being made on those of you who are writing on Tesla calls. Way to go, kids. 25.60, 25.55, 60 on GameStop. SoFi 508 down 32. The pullback is underway. We're down 401 on the Dow, and we're off 64 on S&P, 258 pullback on NASDAQ. The Dow's off 1.33%, S&P down 1.7, NASDAQ 2.31 is the pullback right now. Beach Boy, thank you, everybody. And Uncle Bruce, thank you. Way to go, buddy. You'll keep me posted how you're doing on those trades. Credit Savage, I swear that if you're a lurker and you're on the fence about the classes or you want to join the channel seriously, you should join. $100 a class will seriously change your life. You can do it for any stock. It is right there, right on Credit Savage. Do Gold Bagel members really rub this show? Or is it Nick's shorts? What's the dough? Nick, Uncle Bruce, should I short TWTR Twitter? Would that be a wise move? I would not short Twitter. No, do not touch it with a 10-foot cattle pod. No. Stay away. That deal's going to go through, and that stock will inch up to 54. I wouldn't bother with that. Not at all, my friend. But definitely Amazon. That is definitely one that I have worries about, that it's going to back off here. It's going to give up some gas. 118.19. It's down 290. It's just going to keep dropping. The Meta today sure took a hit here, down 5.30 a share, 134.91. Wow, what a hit there. And the Royal Caribbean is going to go lower, but it's already at 41. It's taken such a dump already. Unbelievable. So yeah, the Amazon is the one I'm targeting here. I think that's the one you want to look at, my friend, for sure. Unbelievable. Yeah, looking at all kinds of stocks here. What a day, what a run, what a market. Crazy times, crazy. Christina, run, a Beach Boy. See you on the Discord if you wish. Ask Uncle Bruce to connect through email. Nick, hey, credit. I already bought all the lessons. I'm going to watch them leisurely. Dave, the Mac guy, where is the Discord link posted? Send me a private email to my email address. I'll get you in touch with Beach Boy. He'll set you up. Got to do that off of here. Right on, guys. We're on GameStop 25.74 and Tesla 234.50 right now. Savage, Chris, I mean, seriously, folks, most people are so mad. Let me repeat that. I mean, seriously, folks, most people are so sad because the market was up and now it's fallen. But notice how all of us on this channel are happy. We make money on red days and on green days. Be the casino, be the writer of these contracts. Me too, says Christina. I make money here on this channel. I make money here. Thank you all for these comments. And thank you for those of you who are taking the classes, scheduling one-on-ones. Tiff, Dave, the Mac guy, go add something SEVR and enter that. There you go. What's cooking, Wendy? I'd love to check out the Discord group. How does that happen? Tiff just posted it right there. Try that. Otherwise, send me an email and I'll get Beach Boy to give you the coordinates you need. Help you out. We're down 417 on the Dow. We're going lower. Thanks, Uncle Bruce says, what's cooking, Wendy? You got it. You got it. Thank you all. 25.60 on GameStop, backing off again. The Dow down 423, backing off again. Going lower yet again. Interesting stuff here. 25.60 on GameStop, 234.68 on Tesla, SoFi 508. All right, I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the final hour of trading today. And then don't forget tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be on for prime time with Uncle Bruce, 8 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members exclusively. Only you guys get to watch that show. You get to comment to me. We talk live about options. This is your chance to have a closer chat with me without the markets getting in the way. I look forward to those of you who are going to be here. Become a Gold Bagel member right now. Upgrade your membership from the regular membership to gold level membership, and you will get the link for that show later today. And you'll get a link every morning before 8:30 in the morning Eastern time for the update show, the pre-market alert show. Credit Sandwich, I'm even willing to go as far as to say that Uncle Bruce will be responsible for creating at least 200 millionaires because of this channel. That's high praise indeed. If I can make you guys tens of thousands heirs, if I can do that, I got to win. 200 people becoming 10,000 heirs. That'd be pretty good. 200 people becoming 100,000 heirs would be wild. Millionaires, oh my gosh. We'd be the most dominant channel on YouTube as far as the power that we'd be amassing. I know that on this channel, people are building their portfolios up because of this option writing strategy, and that means this channel's strength is growing every day, every week. We are controlling more money. That's what's happening here. People are bringing more money into their accounts every week, and they're getting larger positions, writing more contracts, we're bringing in more money. That will soon have an effect. There will come a time where I may say, I think this is a good idea, and then 50 of you make a move. Boom, it's going to have an effect. That could be interesting. Nazareth, I have a 100% increase in my portfolio since I started watching you, just for your information. Thank you, Nazareth, for that comment. That's awful kind, and it's revealing. I know a lot of you have really been able to build up reserves. You've knocked your margin balances down. You've taken care of debts. You're building cash flows. Some of you have quit part-time jobs to only have full-time jobs. Some of you have quit full-time jobs to only have part-time jobs. Some of you have quit all the jobs. What can I say? I'm excited. Credit Savage, I'm talking lifetime-wise, Uncle Bruce, overtime, because I am teaching my wife and now my daughter, soon my sons. It's a domino effect, and that's also what is definitely happening here. People are talking to people about this channel, and more are finding us. And it is beginning to happen. Yes, it is exciting. I'm humbled by it, stoked by it, and grateful for all of you who support this channel. Keep it on the air. All right, kids, I got to go. I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Let's make some more money here. 2570 on the GameStop, down 190, 234 on Tesla. The Dow off 414 points. What a day, what a week we're having already, and it's just Wednesday morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later today. See you at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Bye for now.